I really am. Hello, everybody! This is the first Banana Mushroom Podcast. Number 0 doesn't count, so this is the official first one.
Wait, isn't this number 2?
No.
Didn't we do the test one, and then number 1, and then this one?
No, that one never happened. I will release it to the public, and people will tear us apart for the things we said. I'm Jim. I am the host, and my co-host, the one who likes to interrupt and laughs at me for being horrible at this, is Barry.
Also, you're a hipster. I like making fun of you for being a hipster, too.
Yes, he's also Grandpa Hipster. We have hipception going on. Anyways, Banana Mushroom Podcast. We talk about video games sometimes. We try to stay on topic for the most part.
We don't.
I realize we don't actually have a website, and so when I talk about the link list, our website's coming soon. But the link list, I'm just going to post it on my blog, rentinggamedude.blogspot.com, or just look for the Banana Mushroom Podcast. I made a page for it. I think it's a Banana Mushroom Podcast official.blogspot.com. I don't know. rentinggamedude.blogspot.com. That's my blog. Go there for the link list and all that good stuff. That's where I'll be posting where the intro music and all that good stuff is until we actually get our website up. The website, I'm working on it.
So you keep saying, stop saying
No. This website, I'm like, I don't know. I'm looking for a good host. I've just been thinking about Squarespace, but they don't sponsor us yet, so...
So we're not going to get them until they sponsor us?
Exactly. We're going to go off my blog until they decide to sponsor us. Or NatureBox. We'll host our website on NatureBox. Loot Crate. Just going to keep dropping names here until someone sponsors us. So, guest, what have you been playing?
Cricket.
We still don't have guests because we are so unreliable. Our podcast was supposed to go up Friday. We had to work. It was 4th of July. I'm sure people can excuse us for that. I mean, it was ridiculous. We'll try to have our podcast up by Friday. If not, we'll have it up before or after. As soon as we can record, we'll have it up. We're trying to get on a schedule. But, I mean, we only have, I think we had 22 subscribers, so people aren't too miffed yet. And by the time we get professional with it and blah, blah, blah. So.
I don't know. I'm pretty miffed. But I'm not even a subscriber.
I'm not either. I don't even edit this podcast, honestly. I just put the intro music in now, and I upload it. And that's it. Good enough. Professionals.
Who needs to be edited, right?
I know, exactly. We're so good we get it right the first try. So, you've been playing quite a few games this week, actually.
No, I haven't.
What have you been playing?
Well, I tried out Transformers Rise of the Darkspark.
Why?
Because I remember hearing that the past Transformer games were actually pretty decent, and it turns out I decided to start playing when it was a horrible, horrible game. Really, was pretty fucking bad.
You picked the worst game. This is where everything's going downhill.
Yeah, that's my luck, though. That's my luck.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So, do you want to hear about that?
I guess. I'm not sure.
Oh, man. So, I played it on the X1. And I have to say, first of all, the graphics are horrendous, dude. Seriously, it looks like an old PS3 or 360 game. The fucking animations are either bland or extremely over-exaggerated to where it looks ridiculous. Their hands, man, their hands. It looks so fucking stupid. The only good animation is the transformation between the car and the vehicle forms and vice versa. But seriously, that happens within half a second, so you can't really see anything. The weapons, they feel fucking underpowered, and it feels like I'm not hitting anything. They're all generic fucking pieces of shit. I ended up just using the rocket launcher because that seemed like the only thing that could kill stuff. Oh, and I played it all on hard. But that might be some of my problems with this. But anyway, the problem with that rocket launcher is it had a very small clip. All right, and then when I was playing, I really couldn't tell that I was dying until I was dead. I was like full health, then boom, dead. Every now and then I would get close to like 1% of health, and then the character would say some shit about I'm dying, retreat now, and then boom, dead. And because of that, I use the checkpoint system a lot, and it is fucking horrendous. Big chunks of the game before you get to another checkpoint, and I got so close to rage quitting so many fucking times.
I'm surprised you didn't. Why would you keep playing it?
Because I don't know. I just did. I was bored as fuck. I didn't know what else to do.
Okay, you know what? You're bored as fuck. Wasteland 2, Divinity Original Sin.
Okay, well, to be fair with that, afterwards I turned it off. I was like, I don't know why I played for that long, and I did go to Wasteland 2.
Thank you.
But anyway, some more stuff on it. It has a leveling system, but literally, I think it's just an arbitrary number. I got nothing from leveling up. Nothing happened. There's a lot of unlocks, but they're like Mass Effect 3 style random box unlocks, where you get a box for doing like little challenges and stuff, and you unlock a box, and then you open the box, and it gives you random shit. Fucking this thing is so fucking great. I unlocked Optimus 5 fucking times. And fucking every time you get a duplicate, it's like, you got a duplicate, let us turn it into something useful, and turns it into a fucking piece of shit item that you can't really use. It's like a power-up that does nothing.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Fucking the voiceover. Oh my god, dude. Do you remember Drift from the movie The Samurai Autobot? You play as him on the first level, and they didn't even. The only voice actor they got was Optimus Prime. Everybody else is done from, I guess, people from in the company, because the dude that does Drift's voice sounds like a regular dude, and he's just doing a regular voice, but they still wrote it like it was supposed to be a Asian stereotype, and only every now and then does he try to do an Asian stereotype voice, and it's just horrendous.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the controls are clunky. Okay, you get stuck on everything. The vehicle forms for the cars, they're practically useless. Whenever you turn into the vehicle form, it turns into a fucking, essentially the Bat Tank from the new Batman. You could strafe and shit like that. And all I could think of the whole time was Vigilante Justice and 60mm cannons.
60mm cannons, Vigilante Justice.
That's all I thought about the whole fucking time. And eventually I started using the cars as a sprint mode. But the funny thing is, I got an achievement for it, for driving 26 miles. And the achievement is literally called, It's Not a Sprint.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, but that's what I was using it for.
Wow.
The only good thing about it is the few Autobots and Decepticons that have a jet form instead of a car, the jet forms are amazing because they have a lock-on rocket that can obliterate shit. But the thing is, I tried it on like they have a horde mode game type, and I tried it on there, and their fucking skybox is so low. At the highest points of the map, I'm literally floating 2 feet off the ground.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's like I was essentially a car mode again. But on the lowest points of the map, I was actually in the air.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so yeah, that was a shitty game.
Why would you play this game?
Because I wanted to do something. Because I was going through GameFly and looking at the games for the X1. I was like, that's one I haven't played yet. Why not give it a try?
Oh, what's wrong with you?
Okay, so anyway, I also got Spartan Assault and Guacamelee free on Xbox Gold. I was playing Spartan Assault. It's pretty good. It's a twin-stick shooter, essentially. It's actually pretty fun. But I had more fun with Guacamelee, though. That Guacamelee is fucking amazing. I didn't think I was going to like it, but it's pretty fucking fun. I got addicted to it.
Well, tell me about it.
It's essentially a Metroidvania style platformer, but it's kind of like a platformer beat 'em up. Kind of hard to explain.
I get what you're saying.
Like you do you beat them up, and then you can once they get to a certain point, you can grapple them and start doing like luchador moves and like throws and stomps and stuff like that. It's pretty cool, and they you unlock powers like Metroid, and what I mean by like Metroid, they actually had the Metroid statues that you break, and you break them, and you get your powers from it, and it just kept making fun of it the whole game. I was just laughing every time I saw it, because after you break them, you get the power, and this guy comes out, he's like, "Why do you keep breaking my limited edition statues?"
That's great.
Yeah, that's fun. It's like, as I said, it's like a platformer, but it's pretty forgiving on the platforming. It's not too difficult on that, so it makes it pretty fun. And I also started, because of the Steam Summer Sale, I got FTL and started playing that.
Oh, it's so good.
I know, it's fucking addicting, but you need so much fucking luck for that game.
Yes, it pisses... Like, I hate it so much, but it's so good.
I know, because I was fucking playing it, and I was like, this is fucking amazing, but I'm fucking getting pissed off from all the stupid shit that's happening, and then every time I'm playing it, I think, next time I die, I'm going to quit. Then I die, I'm like, I'm going to give it one more shot.
Yep. That's exactly my experience with it, too. Like, it makes you wish there were so many games like that, like ship simulation games. Ugh.
Hey, Star Citizen.
Fuck Star Citizen.
Nah, Star Citizen's going to be awesome. Anyway, I also played Wasteland 2, the beta.
Oh, yes.
Beta. It's funny. I know it's a beta, but I just can't get over it. I keep seeing spelling errors, and it makes me laugh so hard. I don't know why spelling errors are making me laugh so much, but anyway, the game is amazing. I played about 5 hours of it yesterday, and I really don't know what I did, but it was just so amazing. And so I made a new team. I didn't use Richard, by the way.
Oh. Well, see, that's why you're not playing it, because you didn't use Richard.
Oh yeah, of course.
You do the whole game by himself, just would have shot everybody else. Like, okay, let's do this.
No, I had a lot of fun with it. The traversal is pretty cool, because you're on a map and you move on the map. You're not in like a free roam area. You move on the map, and around you there's like a little radar, and once you get close to certain things, they pop up on the map, and you can investigate them.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pick that up.
Yeah, you should really try it. It's pretty amazing. There's some very detailed character creation in that. I essentially got my team down to my charismatic leader, who uses handguns, my melee brute guy that just beats the shit out of everything, and I try to make him take damage. My ranged fighter, which is the best with using guns, is pretty badass, but the melee fighter still does more damage if he can get in there. And then I have my thief-like person that has safe cracking and lock picking. And I gave my ranged character, I gave them animal whispering, and I got a goat. Yeah, it turns out like the animals the whole animal whispering thing, whenever you get them, it adds permanent stat adjustments, or semi-permanent. I'm not sure how long it'll last because it hasn't run out. But the goat has better sight, so it gives me it shows me items on the map better. But yeah,
that's crazy.
It's like a +1 to perception because of his goat pupils. Yeah, that's what it says.
Wow, that's fucking crazy, actually.
Turn-based, amazing turn-based system. Essentially, it's like Fallout 1 and 2, pretty much.
Yes, God, those games are so good.
In fact, they keep making references back to, I guess, Wasteland 1, but a lot of these references sound like it's fucking referencing Fallout. I'm like, wait, wasn't that a Fallout game? Were these games that similar?
Yes, they really are.
Because, like, at one point, I think they were talking about, like, some vault or something that was spitting out fucking insane robots that were going around killing everything. I guess that was your main quest in Wasteland 1. I didn't play Wasteland 1. I'm sorry, people. But, yeah, I guess that was the main quest because they keep talking about it. And I'm like, wasn't there a vault in Fallout that had a corrupt computer that was sending out robots to kill people?
Sounds familiar.
But, yeah, anyway, amazing fucking game. Can't wait until it's fully released and finished. It's, oh my god. It could use a better save system. Not that the saves are bad. It doesn't separate your different playthroughs.
Oh.
It's all thrown in together, so you have to either name them differently or keep track of them some way. And I always hate it when games do that, because whenever I like doing multiple playthroughs, I inevitably end up saving over one of my older playthroughs, and I just get pissed off.
Yeah.
But other than that, fucking amazing game. Oh, and I was digging up stuff in the wasteland because I found a fucking shovel, and I was digging up stuff, and I found a human eye. Sold that bitch for $3.
You sold it? I would have kept it and put it on my head.
Yeah, but that's if it was a Richard playthrough.
Oh yeah, well see for Richard, it would become his third eye.
Yeah, Richard would do that. No cutscene knives that I've seen so far.
Yet. Give it time.
Give it time. I'm sure there'll be a mod, maybe. Just for you.
There will be. Hundreds of them.
In fact, I can't wait to see some mods for that game.
I need to get... It's $60 right now, though. They only have the digital deluxe edition. I'm like, eh.
Yeah, because it's still in beta, if I'm correct, right?
Yeah, like, I'm not sure if I want to pay $60 for early access, because I still have Divinity, and then I have the Destiny beta coming up.
Yeah, if anything, if you don't finish what you're doing now and need something in between, just wait for it to go on sale, I guess. But it is an amazing game, and it will take a lot of your time, because I didn't even realize I played 5 hours yesterday.
Oh, God.
So, yeah, what are you playing?
Divinity, of course, again, still.
That's it, isn't it? That's it, just Divinity. You little piece of shit.
Good. It is so good. I can't play anything else. I just can't help it. It's been so long since we've had a good classic RPG.
I disagree. I got Wasteland.
Yeah, but Wasteland is Wasteland. You know, us hipsters, we don't go for that mainstream stuff.
Wasteland mainstream. That's a good one.
It's more mainstream than Divinity. But, oh man, that game, it's just like the elemental effects. Like, you control the battlefield completely. There's so many things you can do, just, oh my god. Like, okay, right now my main melee character, she has over 100% resistance for every element. So that means whenever I get hit by an elemental attack, I heal. She also has a shield with a super high chance to block, and she has a buff on her that makes it so she only takes 50% damage from melee attacks, from physical attacks. So I'll go sit in the middle of a field. I'll have my mage catch the field on fire so enemies can't see me. It gives you a smoke screen. They can't see me, so they have to get up in my face to hit me. And when they do, I'm already healing from the fire damage. I had to start beating the shit out of them. Just like there's nothing they can do to me.
So then where'd you get this God mode cheat?
Well, you have to become an Arcane Warrior from Dragon Age. Just port them over. You know, cutscene knife. That's my main weapon right now.
Oh, okay. So you can only kill someone if they're in a cutscene.
But if we're always in a cutscene.
Or does the knife automatically turn into a cutscene when you pull it out?
It does. Everything goes cinematic. It zooms in on the characters, and it's like...
Wait, I thought you said you're playing a female.
Oh, I am.
You've never had a female Richard before?
Or did I?
To my knowledge, you did not.
No, it was just playing, like, I'm already level 18. The soft cap is 20. That's when all the gear stops leveling. Like, all the gear gets to 20, all the enemies get to 20. You can keep going past 20. But I'm towards the end of the game, so I have really high-end gear. But I was looking at the talent trees and everything, and I'm like, I could get this, like, 100% resistance. I could do this early in the game. Like, I could break the game super early and that's like part of the fun of these kind of games. It's God, I miss like classic RPGs are just so good. Like you can go to areas where enemies are way out of your league, and if you can manage to kill them, you can get like incredibly powerful weapons.
Yes, but also isn't that why it's early access so they can balance some of that stuff?
It's full release now.
Oh, is it? It finally did release?
Yeah, it released the 20th or 30th? Yeah, I think it was June 30th it released. So, this is it. This is the full game, and I've been playing it nonstop. I'm just sitting there like, there's so many things I want to do. Like, this first playthrough was a two-handed character build with a mage backup. I eventually want to do a ranger just because they're so freaking powerful. Like, controlling the battlefield, people are like, what do you mean controlling the battlefield? I'm sitting here talking about, I can have one character make it rain. That'll get the whole field wet. That'll get everyone in the field wet. Then, if there's puddles, I can use my electricity, and I could shock the puddles, make them electrified. So if anyone steps into it, they get stunned. If anyone's wet and I hit them with an ice spell, it's about a 90% chance that they're going to get frozen solid. And they're like, oh, okay, well, that's pretty cool. So then if I cast a fire spell on someone that's frozen, the ice will melt and they'll become wet. So if it's not raining but they're frozen, boom, now they're wet, they'll take bonus damage from electricity. But if they're frozen, they take half damage from fire. If they're wet, they take half damage from fire. Poison's explosive. If there's poison clouds, you can set off a huge chain explosion. If you get water and you cast fire on it, it'll make a steam cloud. And if you cast electricity into the steam cloud, it becomes a static cloud. Anyone who walks into it will get stunned. It's ridiculous.
My question is, why is poison explosive?
It's like a natural gas. That's how they treat the poison.
Okay.
Because like you'll go underground and there'll be like gas veins, essentially.
Okay, and that in itself is poisonous to the people. Okay, I get it. Alright.
Yeah.
You convinced me.
Yeah, like I don't question it. I'm like, okay, that makes sense to me, sure.
It works in my favor. I don't question it.
Exactly. I send my warrior out there. If I were to give her the zombie perk, which means she'll heal from poison, but you can't heal from normal sources. But yeah, so what I could do is send her out into the field, throw out a poisonous barrel, like destroy it on top of her. So boom, she's covered in poison. Some guy walks up to me, set it on fire. He gets blown up. I get healed from it. I stab him. He dies. You know, it's just there's so much depth in here. It's beautiful.
I see that.
And I was mistaken too. Originally I thought, I was like, man, melee characters kind of suck. Because like when my first playthrough, most of my melee characters would be way off in the sidelines while mages are sitting there just tearing shit up. It's like boom, boom, boom. People are dropping left and right. My melee characters are like, what do I do? What do I do? And I'm like, oh, I'm playing my melee character wrong. Melee characters get like a couple of skills that let you close in the gaps like that, you know. Like there's a Phoenix Drive, which you jump onto the enemy, and you'll create like a small fire field on impact, and that lets you get right up in their face. There's a Bull Rush, where you charge through enemies and knock them down. There's an electric ability where it'll zap one enemy, and it goes on a chain, and you teleport behind the last enemy. So if you want to be a Spellblade, you can use that. And there's utility outside the field too, which is something that just completely blew my mind earlier, because there's some rabbit getting chased by a snowman, and I was like, the hell? And I have a pet pal perk so I can talk to animals, and the rabbit's like, save me from the snowman, I ate his nose. And I'm like, okay. So I stabbed the snowman. He was like, how dare you? And he died, and the rabbit's like, oh, you're trying to get into that castle? Oh, let me show you how. And he takes me over to this cliff. And he's like, well, it's too bad you can't jump. You'll probably die. But this is a secret way in. And I was like, not today, motherfucker.
So you killed the rabbit, right?
I did. And so I used my Phoenix Drive, and I jumped around the map, and then like you get teleporter pyramids. It's kind of like a friendship necklace where you both have one half, except you can teleport to the other half. So I jumped over there, snuck into the castle, and teleported my characters over. And it was just, so good. It's so good. Oh my god, seriously, if you like RPGs, get this game. casual RPG fans probably won't like it because if you don't raid everything, then you're not going to be able to get very far in this game. Like, there's this one guy complaining, oh, this game is so stupid, it doesn't tell you anything. And people are like, well, what do you mean? He was like, well, da-da-da. And then later on, he was like, well, so I didn't read some quest text or tool tips. But still, and everyone's sort of laughing at him like you're an idiot. Oh.
So you're saying there are people who don't check everything?
There are people who don't read. Like, this guy's like, well, I don't know how to resurrect people. The game tells you to resurrect people, but it doesn't give you a way to do it. Ugh. And it's like, dude, in your inventory, there's a scroll that says resurrect scroll. Use it. Oh my god. He's like, well, da-da-da-da-da.
Okay, stop telling us what you've been complaining about on the forums, because we all know you were that guy.
I was that guy. You're like, no, dude. And I'm like, no, you guys don't know. This game is fucking hard. And everyone just started punching me in the face like, you motherfucker.
Have you been playing any actual games or just the ones in your head?
Mostly the ones in my head. They're far more interesting. You know, like... Screw you.
Yeah, okay.
Get Divinity, though. Like, everyone's like, are you ever going to stop playing this game? And I'm like, no. There's just... no. Fuck you. That is my reaction. Eventually I'll play some new games, like when Destiny Beta comes out. But we'll get to that later. For now, the news. And then...
Really? That's how you get best segue ever.
And then I was going to have some news music, so...
Make sure it's a ticker. You gotta have a news ticker in the background.
No. That's what they do on the... What is
podcast.
It? Podcast Beyond,
That we won't be talking about.
Yeah, it's the best podcast on the internet. I agree. No. So, there wasn't much news. We're in a lull right now for the gaming community, but there's still a few things that I thought were fucking hilarious that I decided to put down on our agenda. Like the first one, Dragon Age Inquisition. I think it's the special edition, but it comes with Inquisition armor and an armored mount.
Horse armor!
Yes. They are selling horse armor. EA is unironically selling horse armor.
Horse armor!
I'm sitting there, like, when I saw that, I just could not stop laughing. Like, it blew my mind. Like, EA is really that out of touch. Like, hey, guys, how about an armored mount? Your mighty steed needs armor. Da-da-da. I'm like...
And then one of the interns in the background was like, sir, I don't think that's good. They did that in Oblivion, and they got really mad at them, and now this is kind of a joke. Like, shut up, intern! And they threw him back in the closet.
Oh my god. No, it's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. I can't laugh anymore because now I'm kind of depressed because I'm actually looking forward to Dragon Age. But, horse armor.
Hey, they could do, like, Dead Space 3 and put in microtransactions into a real game.
They might.
No, I'm depressed.
It's like, oh, wait, this is EA. They actually might. I put Shovel Knight on the agenda. Or were you going to say something?
No, I was just mumbling to myself because I hate EA for fucking up one of my favorite genre, or one of my favorite franchises. But anyway, continue.
Shovel Knight. Everybody's been talking about Shovel Knight, and I figured we should talk about it some. It's a game. Neither of us are interested in it, but it's apparently incredibly popular, so good on you, Shovel Knight.
It's popular from all the indie kids that want to play old-looking games.
Yeah, like, apparently it's really hard, it's really good, it's more like in the vein of Meat Boy type games. After watching Indie Game the movie, I'm like, wow, indie developers are actual people. They're not just, like, poor, faceless developers.
Do not lie to our fans. We don't have very many of them, so I appreciate it if you don't lie to them.
Speaking of lies...
Indie developers are not people.
Oh, man. But you should actually watch Indie Game the movie. It's pretty good. But, like, Phil Fish, he's just an asshole.
I don't think we need to go over that. Everybody else already has.
Yeah.
By this point, everybody should know that Phil Fish is an asshole.
Like, he's not the villain everyone makes him out to be, but he's an asshole. So, but he's always been an asshole, even before he got famous.
He's just a famous asshole now.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, but yeah, so speaking of lies and assholes, the developer for Mighty Number 9 is asking for more money.
Yeah, what's up with this? I didn't read into it. I just see it here on the agenda.
Yeah, so you remember Mighty Number 9, how it was either the most successful or second most successful Kickstarter ever?
I do believe I remember seeing something about that, yes.
Yeah, so now they want more money to, I think it's to finish the game. Like, one of the stretch goals is, because they're kickstarting it again, so one of the stretch goals is, if you want original Japanese voice acting, you get to hit $100,000. Apparently the fucking, was it 15 million they made before isn't enough for the game? When the original goal was like $1 million or like 200,000 or something? It was somewhere in that ballpark, I don't remember.
I don't remember it being that high, but I remember it going way over what they asked for. And yet we still want more money?
Yeah, let me look it up real quick.
This is ridiculous, because I understand games cost quite a bit, but this is not a high-end game. It shouldn't cost that much to make a game like this. Not to mention, they've already showed off quite a bit of it, proving that quite a bit of it's already done. Why do they need so much money to continue?
Okay, I just looked it up. They needed 900,000 and they had 3.8 million.
Okay, yeah, why? Why do they need more money then?
Like, it's because it's the one guy, like the main guy behind it. I've been like reading forums about it, and it's like this guy is basically a businessman. Like, he doesn't care.
He should know how to use money.
No, it's more so he doesn't care about the game. He just cares about making money.
Okay, now that's kind of ridiculous. This is the guy who originally created Mega Man.
Yes.
So he is obviously an old developer, so he should know how publishers work. So he should understand that if he has this old school mindset that once he gets his money to make the game, he's not getting any more because old school publishers did not do that.
Right.
So did he really get that spoiled from Kickstarter?
I'm pretty sure he did. It's the same damn thing that happened with, who was it? Oh, what's their name? Double Fine?
No, Double Fine did not do that with Broken Age.
What happened
with Double Fine and Broken Age is they got their Kickstarter, they got it finished, they got a lot more money, so they made the game bigger. Then they realized they made the game too big, so they released the first part of it, which was bigger than it was originally going to be, and they said they're not going back to Kickstarter for this. They said they're going to use the sales of the first part of the game to fund the second part. So they're not asking for more money. It's just going to come out of the people who are buying the game.
Okay, because I remember at the time they were doing a second Kickstarter, and that was so much drama. Oh, man.
Did they do a second Kickstarter? Because I don't believe they did.
They were going to. They announced that they were going to.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that's what caused a bunch of controversy, but I don't think they ever went through with it. I don't know. We're not here to check facts or to get things right. We're just here to sensationalize the journalistic blah, blah, blah.
Start playing more
words. I'm just going to keep saying words that sound good, like blah, 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 payout, corporate greed, journalistic integrity. Yeah. Those are the words people want to hear on this podcast. We're hardcore. But yeah, it's ridiculous. Like,
but seriously though, a game like that should not need more money. Especially whenever he was showing off segments of it at E3 for like the Xbox or the Microsoft presser, and it's going to be on the Xbox indie titles. How could it possibly need more money?
Because he's getting greedy. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. It just pissed me off so bad. And this is why I don't kickstart games, because shit like this happens. I'm like, I'll buy your game when it comes out. If it ever comes out.
The problem is this guy is a legend, and he's essentially tarnishing his own image by doing this.
I don't think he cares. He just wants money.
Yeah.
And that's what's sad. That's what the world's become.
Yeah, the only problem is that image would have carried him further than this Kickstarter.
Yeah, probably. But greed gets people.
Yeah, that's why you're here.
Exactly. All this fucking podcast money, all of our sponsors.
Oh, God, the sponsors. We have to decline sponsors because we have so many.
We do. Our podcast has gotten so big now. I'm sitting there, gaming companies are sending me stuff like, hey, if you talk about this new Razer mousepad on your podcast, well, let's let you keep it. Maybe this laptop. And Alienware's like, yeah, we got this new gaming desktop, just talk about it on your podcast.
Don't lie. Alienware doesn't do desktops anymore.
They don't. Okay, so Sunset Overdrive released 8 minutes of gameplay, and you are excited, and I have concerns.
Yes. So which one do you want to talk about first?
I'll go ahead and let you talk about your excitement. That way we'll start off positive, so I can bring you down twice as hard.
Actually, I think we should start with yours, so I can kind of explain some of the reasons why you have doubts, and kind of try and back you up as to why you shouldn't feel that way.
Okay, so whenever I heard journalists talking about the game, they said when they previewed the game, the guy kept saying, no, don't stay on the ground, you can't stay on the ground, and they were having trouble with the platforming, Like, people who'd been playing the game for a while obviously had no trouble getting vertical and grinding and all this stuff, but they're having problems, and they're like, well, this isn't very fun. And they said it wasn't very fun just being on the ground, like, grinding. It seemed like, the videos I've seen, it seems kind of slow. And I'm concerned that the game is going to be like, what am I trying to, like, I'm trying to articulate my thoughts here. I'm afraid the game is going to be, like, boring. You know what I mean? Like, once you get in there, it's going to be shallow. There we go. I'm afraid it's going to turn out to be pretty shallow. That it's like, okay, this isn't as action-packed and exciting as I thought it was going to be. Like, all I can do is, like, grind around and shoot dudes, and that's it. Like, there's nothing, I don't know. I've been burned by so many games recently. Alleviate my fears.
Okay. Well, first of all, if I remember reading correctly, what they're showing off at E3 to the press was essentially the multiplayer.
Okay.
And from what I heard, that's all they had. They didn't have the single player for show, and they were showing off the multiplayer. And essentially, that's not a very good way to show off a game like that. Because so far they've been hyping up like the single player aspect of it, and they haven't really showed much of it until now. They showed some of it in this video, and as you said, in the video that I saw, they showed them actually moving around and then just sticking to the ground and shooting. When you stuck to the ground and just played it like a regular shooter, you died fairly quickly. But you don't have to continuously grind. You could go like hop from position to position, and like from their little jumps and stuff like that. But like essentially jump from one spot to another spot, stop and shoot a little, then move again. You don't have to continuously move, although they are encouraging that more. As for the grinding, I believe it's one of those. This game seems like it's one of those situations to where when you're playing it, you're having a ton amount of fun, but when you're watching it, it looks boring as fuck.
Okay, so you think it's one of those games where it does not show well at all?
Yes.
But once you play it, it's like, okay, this is the game for me. Okay.
Because, I mean, a lot of people have said that watching Destiny is boring.
Yes.
I mean, I watched it the first time at E3 2013, and I was watching it, and I was interested, but I was purely interested because I had not seen anything of it before. But the shooting seemed bland on it.
Right.
And the movement seemed kind of out there, and it didn't really seem that exciting.
Right.
But you played it, so how do you feel about it?
Oh, it's so good.
Okay, then. That's essentially what I'm saying. Could be the case for this game. It's better to play it than to watch it.
Yeah, I'm probably going to be getting an Xbox One sometime by the end of the year, when it's going to release, so hopefully reviews come out and everyone's like, yes, you must get this game, and I'll be like, alright, Microsoft, Sunset Overdrive bundle, sell it to me right now.
Yeah, well, I'm going to be getting it, so I'll tell you about it.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
I still have high hopes for it.
I don't know, I'm cautiously optimistic. That's the way of saying I hope this game doesn't suck.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about briefly the Steam Summer Suck, because the Steam Summer Sale was pretty shitty.
Well, the problem with it is they've been having so many sales lately that we already have all the things that we want, and they don't really have much to sell us anymore. But
people were discussing it too. I've been discussing this with people, and they said that the AAA games or the new games weren't discounted as heavily, and they didn't, like, they kept showing like a bunch of the same games throughout the several days.
Go ahead.
Yes.
Yeah, I did feel that way. There was a couple of really big games that I wanted, Divinity being one of them.
Yes.
That I wanted to get, and then it said it was on sale. I looked it up, and it was like 5% off and shit like that. I was like, This is still close to full price. This is not a sale at all.
Exactly.
Like, I think DayZ only went down $5.
Oh, fuck DayZ.
But yeah, that. I did see that as well, and essentially it was pretty much just indie titles or extremely old stuff that actually went on, had a huge discount, and most of the stuff I already had or I didn't really care about.
Yeah, this Steam Summer Sale, like, I've been in a few of the Steam Summer Sales, and usually it's like, oh my god, how is this game that cheap? Oh my god. And this year it was like, eh?
Yeah, I didn't really buy that much stuff this time.
Yeah, I bought one game. I think I got the Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. I got them for $10 total, which was amazing.
Yeah, that is amazing.
That's probably the best part of the Steam Summer Sale is Baldur's Gate going on sale.
I bought FTL and Bastion.
Oh god, you still haven't played
I did play Bastion.
But have you played Transistor?
No, I have not played Transistor. That did not go on sale.
You need to get it for full price. It's so good. It is the best 8 hours you will ever spend.
Excuse me, sir. I will wait for a year or 4.
10 years. Like Valkyria Chronicles, because fuck you. Fuck you so hard. Oh.
I want to play games, sir. You don't tell me when to do it.
You know what? There are so many games, like, you're going to be like 90 years old, you're just going to get started with something like, what is it? Like Fallout 3. Oh yeah, Fallout! Oh, this game sounds pretty good!
Hey, I'm pretty sure everybody notices that I've already played Fallout games.
Yeah, but I'm sitting there waiting, like, there's gonna be, like, a huge game, you're just gonna be like, oh yeah, I'll get to it. It'll be like 10 years, you'll finally play, like, man, have you guys played this game? This is fucking awesome! It's like, fuck you.
Well, I still haven't beat the Tomb Raider reboot.
Oh, God, it's so good, too. I hate you so much.
Hey, I've gotten through probably, like, half of the game.
It's just... The new Tomb Raider is coming out, and you... fuck you.
I'm sure I'll do like I do to most games that I'm excited for the sequel. I will burn through it in like the 3 days before the next one comes out.
So, wait, Bloodborne.
And then I'll burn through the first one, then get the second one, and not play it immediately.
Exactly.
I'll wait for a year or until the third one is about to come out, and then I'll burn through it.
Oh, I hate you so much.
Hey, I did it with Dead Space, and it worked pretty well.
Yeah, then you got Dead Space 3, and you're like, aw.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm done. And there's not going to be a Dead Space 4, so I will not play Dead Space 3.
Oh, there will be. No, it won't be Dead Space 4. It's going to be Dead Space...
Battlefield.
Ending.
Dead Space Battlefield.
Pretty much. They're going to start playing some Black Sabbath, hardcore trailer. Isaac's going to be going around there fucking getting, like, headshots with his beam cutter, like, boom, boom, dual-wielding them.
It's going to be showing up his score. It's going to say sharpshooter headshot and giving him a score for it. Then he's going to get a kill streak.
Yeah, then the screen's going to start spinning, and they're going to hear Skrillex, and it's going to be like, ban this sick filth.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
360 no-scope headshot.
Fuck EA. Fuck everybody. Fuck this podcast. I quit.
Hey, your hips just getting a little out of control. Calm it down.
Okay, it's okay. I'm playing some Shovel Knight here. It's retro.
So now you're indie hipster.
Aren't they all?
Okay, anyway, moving on to the next subject.
I actually might get Shovel Knight for my 3DS.
Yeah, you would.
3DS that I have not played. I have so many games I need to play. They're just sitting there like, nah.
Didn't you recently find out that you had some games that you didn't know you had?
Oh, yeah. Project Cross Zone. I was like, man, I want to play that game. I should go buy it. Went to the eShop. It's like, download again. And I was like, what? I checked my games like, oh. And then
after I've been telling you, this game's pretty fucking good, you should play it. Like, I'll buy it later. You had the whole fucking time.
Yeah, I still got 4 years before I have to actually play it, so.
Oh, okay, yeah, because you definitely don't do what I do.
Right, no, I'm total opposite. Actually, I played it some, and then Divinity came out, so. But it's pretty good. I really like Project Cross Zone. I'm waiting. I'll get to that game. But first, I want to talk about. No, we're not talking about your shit. Fuck you. My podcast.
Wait, what? I had something to talk about?
No. The mysterious Vita shortage. Now, this is something really weird. I've been hearing it talked about in a few podcasts, but apparently people are trying to buy Vitas, and they can't. Like, everywhere's sold out. And,
really?
like, obviously, yeah, it's like, obviously because retailers just aren't buying them because the Vita has terrible sales, but the fact that they're selling out everywhere is what gets me. Like, even Amazon has been sold out of Vitas for a while. I'm like, that's really strange. Like, are people suddenly, like, buying Vitas like crazy now? Like, is remote play that big of a deal that everyone with a PS4 wants a Vita? Or is Vita just suddenly, like, a hot thing? Like,
if you ask Sony, the crossplay is the reason why the sales went up.
But, see, I actually do use crossplay on my Vita every once in a while. Like, when I was playing Final Fantasy XIV, I would be doing, like, grinding quests and all that, and I would just have my Vita on, then I'd have a movie on Netflix or something, and just chill out. So, it's so weird. I'm kind of hopeful. I'm hopeful and excited that maybe the Vita will become a big seller and we'll get Elder Scrolls on it. Finally.
Calm down, boy. Calm down.
The promised land. Oh, yeah, I want to talk about Codename STEAM. Have you heard about this?
I looked into it. I saw the video of it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 3DS game. It's a steampunk SRPG from the guys who did Fire Emblem and Advance Wars, those kind of games. It's about Abraham Lincoln leading a war against Lovecraftian-inspired enemies in Victorian London.
Well, it's not exactly Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln created the team that is fighting against the Lovecraftian-inspired enemies in Victorian London.
Yes. Abraham Lincoln.
So, sorry, I don't believe you actually get to play it as Abraham Lincoln.
Steampunk, Victorian London, Abraham Lincoln, Lovecraft, SRPG. Those are all words that tickle my pleasure center. Okay. In my brain.
All I have to say about it is I don't know how I feel about the view. The whole lack of a top-down.
Yeah. It's more, wasn't it not over the shoulder, but like behind them, angled up?
It's like a third-person kind of view. And you're supposed to move around and locate the enemies through the maps by actually seeing them, not having any tech. How is it like a strategy RPG if you can't create a real strategy around where the enemies are?
I don't know. See, that's one thing. When I get into it, I'm gonna get it, of course, because Lovecraft. But I don't know.
Your Lovecraft boner just grew a little bit, didn't it?
It did.
Okay. I mean, it does look good, and I love strategy games, especially strategy RPGs. But whenever you first told me about it, I was kind of hoping a little bit more like XCOM.
Yeah.
And I was a little disappointed when I watched the video, but it still does look fun. I'm just not sure how I feel about that fucking view.
I'll tell you how it works. I'm definitely going to pick it up. Oh, God. It's weird. But another game you haven't fucking picked up is Fire Emblem.
I don't know. You see, I bought that years ago. I just forgot I had it. I just realized I looked at the games in my list. It said download again. I was like, oh, what?
Well, it happens, you know. That's totally...
Yeah, I know.
And Natural Doctrine, I didn't put it on here, but that game looks crazy. It's apparently a super hardcore SRPG.
What game?
Natural Doctrine. It's from Niche America. They're super niche.
Haven't heard of it.
Like, if any of your characters die, you lose the battle.
That's great. That's exactly what I want.
Like, that got me so hard. Just hearing that, they're like, this game is ridiculously fucking hard. It is only for super hardcore SRPG fans. Like, you're going to die so many times, and I'm like, I just have a raging boner here. Like, oh god, yes, give me this game. It comes out...
Dark Souls, the strategy RPG.
Yes. Because it's coming out on all the consoles too. Apparently, like on the next gen console, I don't know if it's just PS4. It might be Xbox One as well, or I don't know if it's coming out on the Xbox. It should. I don't know. Niche is weird like that, but apparently the PS4 version is gonna have an easy mode too for people that can't handle how hardcore the game is. And I'm like, really? But
Kind of sad.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it. There's a special collector's edition right now that comes with a messenger bag that says Natural Doctrine on it, and I'm so tempted to get it. I think it's only like $80.
Is it hipster enough for you?
Yeah, I got my hipster glasses, my messenger bag with my iPad in it, you know.
Wait, is it iPad or iPad Mini?
Both. I switch
okay.
depending on time of the day. If I'm going to Starbucks, I'll take my iPad Mini. If I'm going to a second-rate coffee shop like the one in town, I'll bring my actual iPad. I want you peasants to know what true class looks like.
You're such a piece of shit.
I need to get a tablet, though. I actually do need to get a tablet eventually. Well, let's get a phablet, you know. You mainstream.
Wait, is it a tablet that you fap on?
Yes. No, the Galaxy Note. The Note series of phones. Those are phablets.
I have a phablet?
Yes.
That explains all the porn I look at on it.
The Destiny... Okay, Bungie Day happened, 7/7, and there's some information. They released the collector's editions, which we looked over. There's the Ghost Edition, which has a replica Ghost figure, which looks pretty cool. And there was an edition that came without it, with all the bonus collector's edition stuff, which was like, I think, $50 cheaper or something like that.
That edition was $90. The Ghost was $150.
Yeah, $150. Yeah, $50 cheaper. So if you want the Ghost figure, it's $50, which is pretty neat. There is a digital collector's edition, which I don't know if it's available on the Xbox or not yet.
I was not able to find it.
It might not be, because the DLC won't be released on Xbox until fucking September 2015.
What? That's crazy, dog.
No, God, that's ridiculous. They're delaying the DLC for the Xbox consoles for a year. The 2 expansion packs for Destiny.
I have never heard of DLC being exclusive for that long.
Me either. Which blows my mind. Okay, I own a PS4, a PS3, and Xbox 360 right now. And so it doesn't affect me because I'm getting Destiny on the PS4. But I still think it's complete bullshit that they're delaying the DLC for a full year. Because by the time the DLC comes out, no one's going to care anymore. They'll be like, okay, well, it's out. Whatever. Big whoop.
It's almost as if they're trying to kill off their fan base on the other consoles.
God, I know, it's ridiculous. Like, what the hell is Activision doing? Because this only hurts them in the long run. If Destiny 2 comes out and they do the same thing, then they're going to basically lose all their sales on the Xbox consoles.
Because no matter what they do, there are some people that will not transfer over to the other consoles. They'll just end up hating the people for doing it.
Exactly. You could also say, like, the PS4 is selling ridiculous amounts right now, and so that's why they're pushing so hard to get everyone to buy it on the PS4. But Activision has had a very long relationship with Microsoft, so you have to really wonder what's going on in there. Like, even if Sony were paying them ridiculous amounts of money, like, what's going on between Activision and Microsoft for Activision to do this for a full year?
Well, you see, Activision caught Microsoft cheating on it, so it decided to go cheat on Microsoft with Sony.
That probably is what happened, too. Like, I would really just love to sit there for all these meetings just to see what's going on. Like, that'd be, God, I could spend, like, I'm going to go work for Activision, I think.
I wouldn't.
Just going like, wow, this is fascinating business.
Welcome to Activision, sir. Can you please sit over here and continue helping us with this Call of Duty game?
No.
I didn't sign up for that. I don't care. Everybody has to do it.
It's like, no, I cannot. I have to walk out the door and go straight to EA.
And then EA says, oh, hello, sir. Welcome to your first day here at EA. Can you please help us work on our microtransactions?
And I'd be like, no, I can't. I'd go straight to Kickstarter. You're going to kickstart my game like 6 times. Be like, oh, I know we have $15 billion, but we still need another $15 billion before we actually release this game.
So we're going to do another 6 Kickstarters, so I appreciate your help, everyone.
Yeah, pretty much. The Destiny beta, they outlined that too on Bungie Day. I'm just going to go over it real quick. On July 10th, you choose your platform on the Bungie website. So PS4, PS3, Xbox 360, Xbox One. On 7/17, the beta starts for the PS4 and PS3. Everybody knew that PS4 and PS3 get the beta a few days early. On 7/21, the beta will go offline for maintenance. I don't know if it's going to be all day or just temporary. 7/22, the beta again is offline for maintenance. So if it's all day, that kind of suck. But if not, that'd be pretty cool for PlayStation, people playing on the PlayStation consoles.
It may go all through the 21st, all the way through the 22nd.
Yeah, it might be like late at night, like maybe like 9 o'clock at night on the 21st, and then like or until 6 a.m. on the 22nd. So
it could be that, yeah.
Yeah, so that'd still be pretty cool. So PlayStation would get about an extra day or two. Then on the July 23rd, the beta starts for the Xbox 360 and Xbox One. And then on the 26th, the beta starting... Okay, if you play the beta starting at 2 p.m. PST, you'll get an exclusive emblem for Destiny. And, okay, you haven't played Destiny, Barry, and for all of you guys on the Xbox side who don't know what the emblem means, whenever you're in a lobby, you'll have a little, almost like an avatar next to your name, and that's your emblem.
Oh my god, I need that so bad.
And so, like, when you're in PvP, like, I mostly PvP'd in the alpha, and so I unlocked one of the PvP emblems, and so anytime I was in the Crucible, you could see it right next to my name. So people are like, oh man, this guy, he's been PvPing a lot, he has an emblem, he's going to be pretty good. Then I got my ass kicked. Nice. Yeah, so, it was a complete lie. It was a mind trick. No, but that's what emblems are. It's not a huge deal. It's not an exclusive weapon. It's not something exclusive for your armor. It's basically a little avatar next to your name. So if you don't get it, no big deal. If you don't play the beta, it's not that big of a deal.
Everybody will just point and laugh at you when you play the game and not have it.
Exactly. Like, wow, what a loser. And on the 27th, the beta ends. Unless they extend it again, which I really hope they do because I'm probably going to be playing it nonstop. So yeah, are you going to be playing the beta, Barry?
I'm thinking about it. I'm still not sure.
Have you
I want to know why they are bothering calling this a beta when it's obviously just a head start.
Well, it doesn't carry over to the main game.
Okay, so that's the only reason why they're not calling it early access because it doesn't carry over.
And I think they're calling it a beta because they're testing the servers, because that's what they were doing in the alpha. Like on the last few days of the alpha, they really started messing with the servers, and so the connection was crazy bad.
So if they're doing this to see if their servers can handle it, why are they limiting it so badly?
I really don't know. Bungie, Activision, PR, blah, blah, blah. You know?
Because on the Xbox side, or Microsoft side, being the 360 and the One, those servers won't get tested that well, although Microsoft usually has really fucking good servers anyway.
Yeah, I think it's part of it is like a marketing deal with Activision and Sony. Like, okay, you guys get to play longer, but they really only need like so many days to test the servers. It's like, okay, we're testing this pretty hard, blah, blah, blah. But you guys get to play early if you want to, because we got paid out the ass. So, that's pretty much all it is. Have you pre-ordered Destiny yet, or are you just going to buy it today?
I haven't decided yet.
Do you know which console you're getting it on?
More than likely my Xbox One.
Okay. I figured you would, but I wasn't sure if you were going to get it on Xbox One or Xbox 360 to play with people.
Nah, I've given up on people.
Oh, okay. Well, I have too. That's why I'm on the PS4 now.
Yeah.
Just announced today, Project Spark has decided to join the October Fuckfest.
Yay! Oh, yeah. Also, Borderlands pre-sequel.
Yeah, I don't know if we mentioned it in the other podcast or not.
I don't think we did.
Yeah, but fucking Project Spark decides, hey, October's not crowded enough yet. Let's shove another dick in there. Like,
let's try to get even less money than everybody else.
Exactly. So I already wasn't interested in Project Spark because fuck them for getting my hopes up.
But it's got Conquer in it.
Exactly. Fuck them, one, for tricking me thinking it was a new Fable game, especially that really shitty Dungeons & Dragons Fable wannabe. Fuck them, two, for Conquer. So double fuck them. Fuck them, three, for October. Fuck October.
October's just a big orgy of games.
Yes. Fuck ever. God, it pisses me off. Battleborn was revealed today, I think, actually.
So what is Battleborn?
Basically from the guys who made Borderlands. It didn't say Gearbox. Now, this is very, very telling of how Gearbox is viewed in public media right now, or mainstream media, I should say, and how they're viewed amongst the gamers right now, because it said from the makers of Borderlands, not from Gearbox Studios.
So is it Gearbox?
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure it's Gearbox. I mean, they made Borderlands, so...
What if it's a team that worked on Borderlands that left Gearbox?
I would be so happy because I hate Gearbox so much. But it's basically a co-op arena shooter. Like, what I saw was, it was a few characters, obviously set characters. They were cel-shaded, you know, well, not cel-shaded, but it was cartoony. Like, it was the same art style as Borderlands. Yeah, stylized. Just no thick lines to indicate cel-shading. But it showed a bunch of characters getting attacked, like, by hundreds of these robots. So it's kind of like a co-op arena shooter, like a horde mode almost type game. It'd be kind of like, I'm really hoping it's in the same vein as the Mass Effect 3 multiplayer. That kind of style of game.
Yeah, because nobody's bored of horde modes now.
Oh, but Mass Effect 3 did it so good. Oh,
yeah, but Mass Effect 3 had an objective. There was an actual end to it.
Well, I think this game is going to be like that too. I'm not sure. But what I've seen of it, I linked it in the agenda if you want to take a peek at it.
I did. I was not that excited for it.
I'm interested. Again, cautiously optimistic. Basically, please don't suck.
I'm bored of fucking horde modes.
I am so, like, that gets my jollies right now, just horde modes everywhere.
If you want to play a game that's similar to Mass Effect and has a horde mode, I got Transformers.
Oh, right!
I mean, it's got a horde mode, and it's got unlocks, just like Mass Effect.
It's got a 60mm cannon, so I can pretend I'm Batman, shooting cops.
Vigilante Justice, come on. You can come right over and play it right now.
Fuck that game. Achievement Snap is coming soon for Xbox One, which is pretty cool.
Yes, I am waiting for this. That is amazing.
Like, I don't even have an Xbox One, but when I saw that, I was like, God damn it. That is a system seller feature right there, Achievement Snap.
Yeah, I can watch my achievements as I complete them. Instead of having to stop the game and switching between it.
I actually do that, though. Like, when I'm playing a game, like I was playing Left 4 Dead, I had to get like 50 kills with the akimbo pistols. Like, I would keep going back and checking, like, okay, am I there yet? No. Am I there yet? No. Okay, damn it.
Yeah, I may have sounded sarcastic when I said it, but I actually do that. Whenever I'm going through a game, I have to, on the Xbox One, I have to switch back and forth between the achievement app and the game to see what I'm getting, what I need to get, and it gets very time consuming, especially since, on the 360 I would just bring up the little dashboard thing, or the little box, and I'd just go over and look at the achievements there, and be really quick and go back to the game. On the Xbox One, it's a little more time consuming, so it's annoying. So I love the snap feature, that you can be able to snap achievements. Finally, why didn't they think of this before?
Well, because they had to flip some switches,
Oh.
Yeah, that was...
everybody keeps saying that they're flipping the Sony switches, but this does not seem like a Sony switch at all.
No, Sony isn't doing this at all.
Exactly. So what switch are they flipping for this one?
Well, once they turned off the internet, it was like flipping breakers. They couldn't figure out how to turn the achievement snap back on. It was like, oh, okay, is this one it? No. Is this one it? No. Oh, there we go. We got it.
They're like, wait, what did that last one do? Oh, God, no, turn that one back off.
No, talking about flipping switches, because at the E3, I think it was 2012 or 2013, whenever Fucked on Matric, but they're like, no, we can't just flip a switch and turn this all off, and then they did.
Switches.
So that's why everyone talks about flipping switches now.
Well, you see, Don Matric had the master switch that held all the other switches hostage. That's why they couldn't do it. And once they got rid of Don Matric and flipped his switch, they had full access to all the others.
Well, there you go. Don Matric was the final boss after all.
It's all in-game stuff from here.
Speaking of terrible fucking games, Cliffy B is partnering with Nexon for a free-to-play shooter.
Cliffy B! Wait, that's right. We don't care about him anymore.
Yeah, so Cliffy B is the fucking pompous jackass who defended Microsoft during the whole shenanigans with the Xbox One. He was like, oh, you guys are fucking idiots, and da-da-da. He's basically the most anti-consumer kind of developer you can get. He said that we don't pay enough for games. He said that always online is a great thing because we're all dirty pirates, more or less. Like,
well,
Cliffy...
I'm pretty sure that's what all developers think of us.
But then you have studios like Divinity who released their game on GOG. You have CD Projekt Red with The Witcher, and they released it DRM free.
Yeah, but to be fair, those guys are just amazing. You can't expect everybody to be amazing, because then when the amazing people come around, they look plain.
True.
Everybody needs a Cliffy B to make everybody else look better.
Exactly. Cliffy B is basically Phil Fish. I think they're related.
Hey, he's doing a public service by making himself look so bad that everybody else looks good.
And, like, I'm sitting there, like, didn't he retire? He's like, no, I didn't retire, guys. I'm back. I'm back for retirement. Like, I got a new game. Everybody get excited. And everyone's like, who are you again? He's like, no, I have a game. It's a free-to-play shooter. I'm going to partner with the worst company on the earth, Nexon. They make EA look like CD Projekt Red.
I want to go that far.
I would. Have you played Nexon games?
Not since I was like 15.
I have recently. And let me tell you, they make EA look amazing. They make EA look like a perfect indie studio with how bad they are. You want to talk about pay to win? Oh, I hate Nexon so much.
Yeah, they have been that bad.
Like, if you play MMOs, free-to-play MMOs, you've played a Nexon game, and you have quit that Nexon game. And so, if Cliffy B is partnering with Nexon to release a free-to-play shooter, expect pay to win. Expect people who throw $100 at the game to have a super gun that can shoot you across the map without even aiming, kill you instantly one hit, and when you shoot them, of course, and like you'll shoot them, they'll have some super armor makes them invincible, you know. So.
Without the use of walls.
Exactly. So just, fuck Cliffy B in the ass.
Why did he just go back to Unreal Tournament?
Because the Unreal Engine is released free now, and was it Epic Games? Well, Unreal Tournament's releasing as a free game now. It's going to be free to play, but since Cliffy B isn't part of that team,
So did he get mad that they made a free-to-play Unreal Tournament without involving him, so he had to go make his own free-to-play shooter?
Yes.
Is he trying to compete with his own shit?
Yes. But his game is going to suck because NEXON.
Wait, this might be his whole plan to make shitty games so that he can make Unreal Tournament look good. He's doing his job again.
Oh, man. So that was a trick all along.
We found it all out because he makes himself look bad to make everybody else look good, and then he makes bad games to make his older games look good.
Damn. Well, I had you all.
We found you out, Cliffy B. We found you out. You're actually a good guy.
Oh, fuck Cliffy B, though, for real. God damn it. And then, there's some inconsequential news that I figured I'd just put out there. Dragon Quest X, I'm pretty sure that's the MMO.
Was it?
I don't know.
They had a Dragon Quest MMO?
Yeah, there's a Dragon Quest MMO, I just don't know which one it was. But I'm pretty sure they made one. I don't know if it was 10, but it's coming to the 3DS via streaming.
Okay.
Yeah, you're going to stream the game to your 3DS.
I didn't even know they had that.
I didn't either. It's really, really weird. That's why I put it on the agenda. I'm like, okay. Okay. I don't play shitty MMOs. I only play shitty Final Fantasy MMOs. I only play shitty Halo MMOs, aka Destiny.
Hey, I wouldn't call that shitty, sir.
It's not even an MMO, so everyone's like, is it like an MMO? No, it's not.
You made Bungie very mad by saying that. Now they won't support us.
Exactly. Well, there goes our Bungie sponsor, brought to you by 343 Studios.
Oh, slap in the face. Ooh, shit. I wonder how well those guys get together. Like, whenever they bump into each other at developer parties, oh, hey, if it's like bumping into an old girlfriend or something, oh, hey, how you doing? Yeah, I'm doing pretty great. Yeah, I'll be seeing you.
No, it's like bumping into an underclassman at a high school party. It's like you're sitting there getting along with everybody else, like, oh, hey, and then these guys come like, oh, hey guys, what's going on? Having fun? Yeah. Then you just walk away.
Fuck you, 343.
Right.
I don't know. I think 343 is doing some interesting stuff. I don't really hate them.
If by interesting you mean terrible, then I agree.
Good.
New Bravely Default demo lets you play to Chapter 4 now, which is really weird.
Only problem is I still haven't touched my original Bravely Default demo.
Yeah, I did not care for Bravely Default. I don't know, it just didn't strike me. Like, I loved Etrian Odyssey. I love JRPGs, but Bravely Default just did not grab me. It was like,
hey, I'll play it in 4 years from now, but only if they bring back the Japanese costumes.
No. You get no costumes and you enjoy it.
Damn it.
Everyone's a fat American. Yeah.
Well, I can't really disagree with that.
But, yeah, so you said you were taking notes, too. That's the end of my agenda. So.
That was the end of mine. We kind of already covered everything.
Oh, we're about at time, I think. I'm not sure. I'm trying to make it last at least an hour, but, yeah. Twitter, I'm xblur, xblyr, or you can find me at rantinggamedude.blogspot.com. How about you, Barry?
I'm antisocial, so nothing.
Okay. You can find him at...
All you do, what you do is, you write a letter in blood, you burn it, and it'll get to me.
Well, there you go. He'll show up at your house, punch you in the kidneys,
and then leave a copy of Transformers: the Dark Spark on top of
you monster.
Yeah.
Oh god. But yeah, so I guess that's it. The website should be up pretty soon, I hope. I'm gonna keep saying that, and then one day I'm going to get off my lazy ass and actually make it and be like, oh god, this was a terrible mistake.
It's okay, someone's already done it, and they're going to hold us hostage.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case. But yeah, so, bye.